You know, as a human being, we have to breathe or we'll die. But you see, as a voiceover, breathing is just so annoying because when you're close to a very sensitive professional microphone, it picks up all the nuances of your wonderful voice, but it also picks up those pesky breaths. Now, you'll know if you're a professional voiceover when you're doing a radio commercial or TV ad, quite often you just have to breathe because they're quite often high powered, there's lots of stuff in there, so you just have to edit them out afterwards. And that's fine for a 30-second or 60-second commercial. But when you've got a lot of narration, in fact, I'm in the middle of doing a tourist guide to a monastery in Austria at the moment, so one of those, put them on and we'll show you the organ loft kind of deals. It's a pain to cut out all the breaths. Now, you can do it with a noise gate, but that's horrible because it just cuts it down to normal. There are soft noise gates like the rear gate you can get, but it's still not quite right. It's far better to do it at source and not to breathe at all. What's he talking about now? Well, there is a technique, and it's a physical technique of breathing. And every time I've tried to explain this to people, some people really get it and they can do it, and some people say that's impossible. You can't not breathe. Well, look, let me show you what a rookie voiceover would do, or a member of the general public. When they were reading something, they'd just breathe like they would normally in the street. Breathe through your nose, but it sounds like that all the time, don't it? You're supposed to breathe through your nose and not through your mouth, which is fine. However, if you breathe through your mouth as well, it still sounds, doesn't it? However, there is a way of doing it so you don't have to breathe through either. Am I not making sense? No, I'm not. Okay, here's the technique, and it's a physical one. Basically, in between sentences, you have to really relax your whole of your breathing system for about half a second, and you expand your tummy muscles. Now, imagine if you were doing this, you are not actively expanding the lungs and making a sound there. However, you are expanding the area down here, and that is bringing air in and just gives you enough breath to continue. So this only works on narrations, nothing too fast, nothing that needs too much breath, but it helps me cut or reduce the volume of breaths in the edit afterwards. So let me show you, shall I? I'll do it first of all, the breathing through the nose, a normal way. So here we go. Are we recording? No, we're not. We better get into record. Are you now standing just beneath the organ loft? Lovely. From here, you have a particularly beautiful view of the high altar. It's perfectly aligned with the Marian fountain in the courtyard and continues the same theme, Mary. See, breathing. So now, if you can see my tummy clear enough, I should wear a tight shirt, shouldn't I? You should be able to see how, and I'm not going to fiddle this on the edit, I promise. This is recording it as it is. All I'm going to do is where I was breathing before is to relax my throat and relax everything really, just for half a second, and just pull my stomach out like this. And just by doing that, it makes air come in. I don't know why I'm doing this. I know, you don't believe me. Right, here we go then. So I can take a breath at the beginning, that's fine. You let me do that, won't you? Are you now standing just beneath the organ loft? Lovely. From here, you have a particularly beautiful view of the high altar. It's perfectly aligned with the Marian fountain in the courtyard and continues the same theme, Mary. So everywhere where I was doing the breathing before, like that, or even like that, you don't need to do that. You just have to relax so the airways are open so the air can go in, and just make your tummy go out like that. Right? Now, there may be other people who've got the same idea, but have I discovered it myself? Well, I wasn't taught this by anyone. So see if you can do that, and it really saves loads of time in editing. I thank you. Have a good day. I'm getting back to my Benedictine monastery in Austria now. If you found that useful, please check out the website voiceovermasterclass.com, where I've got many more videos to help you with your voiceover career. Have a good day in the booth.